Hello everyone. What makes a product successful or great? Technology, could be team, could be the financiers or the investors. Research says that it's the person's mindset what makes a product or a venture great. So here I would be talking about psychology and the mindset of a product owner. I myself Suraj Gupta. I am a founder of PRINCE2 Technology. I am a founder of Plant Ops. It's an AI-based plant maintenance software solution, and I am a director in Rework, which is a health care based solution. So let's start from the first thing. What is the core pillar? The core pillar is to create value for end consumers and your investors across any entrepreneur can tell you that for any business, it's the most important piece. How do you create value? Let's start with the consumer. So for the consumer, you have two areas. One, either you can invent a new thing, or you can make better or improvise on something which is already there in the market. So let's say if you have to invent something, you invent doing research around a particular subject, doing theses, doing practical examples, and then coming off it. Or you can take, let's say, like Uber. A company like Uber was already there in the US, which came to India, but Ola became much bigger than that. It's only because they adapted to the Indian situations, Indian problems, the Indian consumer what they wanted, and they made a hell lot of revenue out of it. What is the second best thing that you can do as a pillar is empathy. If as a product owner, you need to have empathy for your consumers. You need to relate. You need to understand your users' behaviors, what they would like, what they would click, what they would see, what they would love to see every day. It should not become monotonous for them. Similarly, for your investors, you also have to engage them, make them understand what is the investor's choice in it. It's not always money that every investor likes. There is value the investors would like to create from a long-term perspective, so you have to take care of it. Third thing that I want to talk was, let's say, the problem-solving knack. How do you do that? As a product creator, you face problems every day. So you have to embrace problems, not run away from them. The moment you start embracing everyday problems, you would be, I would say, 10x faster to your rollout for your products. And how do you embrace problems? Become curious. The moment you are curious around your problems, that what is this problem about, what I can do better, or what I would have done differently to make this as a solution. Let's say example of a bottling plant. So in a bottling plant, there are lines which like keep on manufacture the bottles every day. One day a line goes down and the maintenance manager comes, says the pump is down, or the pump has some problem, we have to do rewiring. Ideally, what happens? The line is down for 24 hours. The cost is not 10,000 to rewire the pump. The cost is of entire day, 3 shifts of people making an output. Now that is a bigger problem. So you have to get deep into the problem, not just motor wired within 15 minutes or 1 day or 3 days. Within 3 days, 3 days of output is equivalent to almost the plant's salary, which is a big number. So you should be able to get into it and understand as a product owner that is the problem for the product, or is the problem for the maintenance engineer, what is the problem for the management perspective or the overall business perspective. The business has to come first. I understand if it could have been a consumer, then the consumer has to come first. In this scenario, let's say what would AI do? There is a big hoopla around AI everywhere. So in AI, what would you do? You take the data sets, put it in the predictive maintenance model, and give back saying that, okay, Now going forward, this is what, let's say that the AI will predict that, let's say for the next 3 months, the motor will run perfectly fine. But you will have to reduce the threshold every day. You have to give it a maintenance of 15 minutes, or there has to be a predictive maintenance done. But is it viable? Sometimes you have to also justify the value of it. So the management has invested crores of rupees in setting up the manufacturing plant line. Now, if this plant line is not working, the manufacturer doesn't want to invest more just to maintain it. AI is a huge cost. Today, GPUs are not that easily